Oh, you telling them hey already? You gonna wait? Hey guys, welcome back. We are gonna transform these rocking chairs today.
Yep. That's all you're getting.
Just yep. He says yep. All right, guys. So I found these rockers at the Goodwill for, I think they were basically $10 a piece, and they're solid wood. Which, you know, if you go buy new rocking chairs these days, they are usually plastic. Aren't they made of plastic, or is it fiberglass or something?
I don't know. It depends.
Oh, either way, they're not wood, right?
Right.
So we're gonna transform these wooden ones, and Wayne is gonna spray them for me while I work on a few other things. So we're gonna see how his recording skills are. Are you ready?
Sure.
Hasn't made a few words today. All right, guys, let's see what we can do with these things. All right, he's starting with some Dixie mud to fill in these holes created from carpenter bees. Also, I just want to mention that whoever had these first were apparently halfway through the project, and that's when they decided to call it quits and take them to the Goodwill, because we didn't even have to sand these down. They were already sanded smooth. It looks like somebody had gone to just like strip them almost and then said this is too much work and took them to Goodwill. So half the work was already done for us. All right, so I'm mixing up Inglenook in Fusion Mineral Paint, and I'm adding a couple of drops of Fusion Extender right here. This is an amazing product because if you're brushing something, it extends your open time. So basically that's going to help allow for fewer brush strokes. So if you're having trouble with brush strokes, I highly recommend trying Fusion Extender. All right, so Wayne is just going in here with our Critter spray gun. You guys have heard me talk about this gun before, and I'm going to leave it linked down below. This thing makes quick work of tedious projects like this. This project took us probably about 2 hours start to finish, and if we had brushed these, it probably would have been an all-day job. We started with them upside down so that we could spray all of the underside first and then flipped it over to get the rest of it. And so I love this gun. I really just cannot say enough good things about it. It's about a $45 or so investment, but it's really saved me so much time that it's paid for itself in no time. And we've actually bought 3 or 4. I can't even keep up with how many we have now, but we love it that much that we've bought several. This is just one coat so far, and you can see the amazing coverage on top of this red color. Like I said, they kind of pre-sanded them for us, so it's not totally solid red. And the wood is very porous, so it's soaking up the paint really well, but still, you can see going from this darker color to this light color in Inglenook, what kind of coverage we're getting with the Fusion Mineral Paint. This paint line has a built-in top coat, so sealing isn't necessary, but we are going to go ahead and add an additional top coat just for a little bit of extra durability, because we don't know if our buyer is going to have this on a covered porch or if it might possibly be exposed to the elements, so we just want to be extra safe that it holds up. All right, while we wait for paint to dry, we're going to do a little bonus project. I have a very old picnic table that was given to us, and the girls love to sit at it, especially when the weather's warm, so we're going to freshen it up a little bit. I have a bunch of these jars full of paint from previous projects that are just sitting in the cabinet that really need to get used up. So I'm just tossing them all into this container, mixing them up, and the color actually ends up perfect because this mint color matches the lights in our Ruth and Ruby logo perfectly. So we're going to paint the picnic table this color. So here's a quick before shot. Like I said, this thing has definitely seen better days, but you know I'm all about the rusty crusty. So we're going to put just a little bit of fresh coat of paint on this and just stress it. So you see how easy this is to pour the paint just right into the mason jar, and then you just screw the lid on that has the little gun part on it, and we're painting. Then I know I'll never ever be alone. All right, I'm taking my orbital sander and just giving it a quick pass over it to make some of that reddish color and even just a little bit of the natural wood come back through. So, because I don't expect this thing to ever look perfect. It's just got too much life in it, and I want to kind of enhance some of that and not make it look like we were trying to cover it up. I really just wanted to make it look a little bit more cohesive because that one whiteboard was making me nuts. That's really just the truth. If that one board was the same color as everything else, I probably would have just left it. But that board was making me cray cray.
The words that I'm gonna say the next time that I see your pretty face, 'cause I can concentrate anytime you're beside me. Yeah, it's what you do to me. I can barely breathe. It's what you do to me, making my head spin in circles, and how you move.
Okay, so DIY paint does need a top coat. It is a clay-based paint, so it remains very matte, very chalky until you seal it. So I wanted to make sure that when we sit on this, like, paint is not going to transfer to our clothing. So again, this wood was so porous that I don't have any issues with this being in the weather. I feel like it's gonna be just fine. But again, I'm putting the top coat on it just to make sure that when we sit on it, it doesn't come off on our clothes. So one coat is really all I did. I did do 2 coats on the benches, but on the tabletop, just 1 coat and called it quits. I love this footage right here. I think this gives this a really good representation of what the spray looks like. And when you go over it, I recommend overlapping your spray line by about 20%. That way you make sure that you get really good coverage. So by the time you do 2 coats and you've overlapped a little bit, you should not have any issues. All right, you guys, what do you think about these chairs? Aren't they precious? I actually kind of want to keep them, but I can't because I have too much porch furniture already. So these got to go. So these are going to be available for our spring market, which is going to be March 18th and 19th. So if you're local to the Jasper, Georgia area, make plans to come out and see us. Isn't this little sweetie so cute? She loves to play on the back side of the shop with the bubbles and the bikes and all the things. And she likes to stick her hand in Mom's paint. Are they all better? Are they all better? Let's see. Oh, we missed a spot right there. So this is a perfect example of what being water soluble means until it's sealed. So fresh, Say fresh and clean. Unlike Mommy's fusion hands, we're gonna have to get the scrubber after my hands. Yeah. All better?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you. Let me know what you think about these projects down below. I really look forward to a lot of lunches at this picnic table.